Whoa. Okay, something's wrong there. Oh man, how's it going, folks? Back out for another bike ride. We're out in Grand Ledge today. Haven't been here in almost a year, but it is too gorgeous of a day to not go check out the colors along the river. With today's topic, I do want to talk about getting outside for at least a half hour every single day. But let's hop into that discussion right now. So anyways, the reason I want to talk about spending a half hour outside every day is because we spend so much of our lives just in these temperature controlled boxes, whether that's the office, that is our homes or apartments, and our cars, our public transportation, restaurants, stores, whatever it is. It's almost always 65 to 75 degrees, you know, properly regulated, dry. There's really no level of discomfort or even connection, not even discomfort, but connection with nature available to any of us anymore. Well, it's available, we just don't take advantage of it. Now look, on one hand, it's absolutely wonderful. The fact that we have air conditioning and heating readily available to most people, the fact that we have shelter over our heads, again, for most people, is truly a miracle. It's an absolutely wonderful thing, and I'm not complaining about it at all. But the problem is that with that blessing also comes the issue of we still have this, you know, multi-million dollar, this, you know, 2,000, 2 million, however long humans have been around for, this software that is our brain that we're still operating on and operating with. This software that your brain is operating on and what it was designed and grew to handle and be able to manage and function healthily in, it's all of a sudden gone and it's only been, again, less than like 1% of human existence. That causes a lot of problems for us, right? I mean, suddenly we're very comfortable, everything's very easy, and as wonderful as that is, our bodies still haven't adapted to it. And essentially, at least my belief is, we kind of create our own problems by doing that. Or we're constantly seeking out danger, right? Being back out in nature from forever ago, you were always looking out for the animal that was potentially going to kill you, the other tribe that very well could kill you. People don't realize that we're also, like, how good humans, think about how bad humans treat each other right now, and then realize that how bad we treat each other now is actually the best we've ever treated each other ever in the entirety of human history. Now, I mean, that's a wonderful thing, again, but think about that, right? All the shit that we see on TV and all this stuff, and we're like, oh my God, that is horrible. Still better than we used to treat each other like for the entirety of our existence. I think people often forget that or don't realize that, and they think, oh, people used to live in complete harmony and things were wonderful and we got along with nature and there were no issues. And it's like, no, it was brutal and people treated each other brutally, and in order to eat you or survive, sometimes you had to do brutal things. But people don't want to think about that because it is uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable thought. But again, when your body and your brain and the software that you are operating with is used to searching for these issues, is used to being like in struggle consistently, is used to having to work, you know, ridiculously hard all the time, or scan for danger, all of these things. When we used to have to do that day in and day out, and then suddenly that's gone, I mean, again, major blessing that it's all gone, but we haven't adapted to that. So now the issues with that, again, is that we seek out problems that don't exist. Or since we're not continuously used to adapting to real genuine struggle, small things all of a sudden seem horrible to us and we blow it out of proportion. It's what we all do. I do it. We all do it. Our bodies are atrophying, right? Our bodies are used to constantly wanting more because, again, it's when things were scarce, get as much as you can right now, right? And now we don't have that problem. We're also not used to, since we're inside all the time and we're not used to that, we have all sorts of immune issues, all sorts of health issues and immunity related issues, because we just spend all of our time inside not active. And a great thing that we can do to combat that is to actually just go outside for a half hour every day. Just go outside. If it's hot, if it's cold, whatever it may be, just go outside. If it's raining, if it's snowing, as long as it's not a tornado, as long as it's not a hurricane, just go outside. I mean, talk to your doctor, talk to your physician, do all that stuff. Obviously, don't take advice from me. I just sit here and ride bikes. That's all I do. But we know that when you go outside, well, one, when you push your body through physical exertion, such as a workout or just going outside, your stress levels reduce. Your ability to handle difficult situations in life increases. Your immunity goes up. Being outside in particular, again, same thing. Your connection to the earth decreases stress. Your overall health indicators go up. Immunity goes up. And the fun part is that for physical stress, right? So for physical stress of, working out, and when I say working out, I mean like working out hard, not easy. I mean hard, pushing yourself hard. Is what we find is that your ability to manage stress in every other aspect of your life greatly increases. Suddenly everything else in life doesn't seem so bad. Things are a lot easier to handle. Your reported levels of stress decrease. But what's also very interesting is that when people spend time outside, right, in green spaces that are almost entirely or mostly green, and when I say green, I mean it could be snow, it could be the desert, it could be all of these things, right? It's not explicitly like it has to be a forest in the summer, right? I'm not saying that at all. But when we spend time in those spaces for about 3 hours, all of our stress levels, all of these negative issues that come with modern life, as great as it is, seem to basically reset and disappear. Now they do come back over time. It's not like a one and done fix. But by doing that once a week, you are setting yourself up for a high level of success in feeling less stressed, enjoying your life more. I also see that about a half hour every day, 20 to 30 minutes every single day of just going outside has a marketed, it reduces your stress levels, your levels of anxiety, depression, a lot of these ailments that are impacting us mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So there's really a lot of good evidence to suggest just go outside. Go outside. We know, and we've talked about this in a previous video, that if people just go outside, exercise, eat a little healthier, most medications that people are on, they would not have to be on it anymore. So it does make you wonder, well, why isn't this purported, why isn't this being told to everybody a lot more? Well, there's no money in just, hey, go outside. It's free. There's no money in just go for a walk. Buy a dumbbell once and then just work out. Go to Planet Fitness, get $10 and a membership every month and just go work out. There's not as much money as there is in the multi-billion-dollar industry of pharmaceuticals. Now, look, I'm not saying that all of a sudden pharmaceuticals are bad or anything. I'm not going there with that. There are a lot of things with modern medicine that we are very blessed to have, genuinely blessed to have. But when that's all we focus on, because medicine, Western medicine, is not meant to, it's meant to treat and manage things once they happen instead of preventing them. And there's a lot more money in that than there is in prevention. Now, again, I'm not here to trash Western medicine or pharmaceutical companies or anything. That's a whole separate topic that we could discuss at a different point in time. That's not something I'm interested in getting on at here. I'm really just trying to point out that, hey, man, it's free. Yeah, it sucks a bit to sometimes go out when, it's 10 degrees out and it's snowing, but there's a lot of beauty in it too. And another added benefit of it is that all of a sudden, again, everything in your life gets easier. But beyond that, another wonderful benefit is that you adapt to the weather situations much better. So think about it this way. For example, all last winter, you know, I was recording the bike videos. I was out and about a lot, doing all these things, and it didn't really matter how cold it got. If it was above 10-15 degrees, I just had that red fleece jacket on. If it was windy, I'd throw on a soft shell over it to block out the wind a little bit, and I'd just go walk, and I'd start sweating. I'd be warm. I'd feel great, right? Other people would be bundled up and then shivering and super cold. The reason for that, again, is that your body does adapt over time, that your body's used to it, handles it fine. Hey, we can keep going. Now, the key is consistency with it, right? But when you stop, that's when you lose it all. It just goes away. Then you're back to square one again. And you got to rebuild up that tolerance all over again, right? So last winter, you know, I was recording bike videos and it took about a month and a half off. You can go back and watch those videos to find out why. I mean, it was nothing bad. It's life circumstances happen, and that's just what had to be done. And man, when I came back, I was like, shit, it's cold. It's chilly. I don't like this. But after a few bike rides, you know, it bounces right back. It's like muscle memory. You know, you start riding the bike, take time off, takes a couple seconds to, you know, relearn it, and then you're back to good. Take time working out for a while, you know, don't look the same, things don't feel quite the same. Do it for a little bit again, you bounce right back. It's the same exact principle. The human body is incredibly adaptive in that manner. How's it going? Anyways, thank you very much for taking the time to listen. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Go outside. Let me know in the comments what your routine is for health and wellness. I'm genuinely curious to know. But until next time, have a great day.